y'all doing out there? What's up? What's up? I am Dr. Lewis, founder of Atlanta Couple Therapy. If you want to connect with me, go to atlantacoupletherapy.com. So I wanted to do this video and just talk about my work as a couples therapist and why I love it so much. So I first decided that I wanted to do couples therapy when I was, I think, 17. Yeah, I was 17 when I made that decision. And it started because I was in high school and I took a psychology class and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. Studying the mind, how the mind works. And I really realized that you can truly transform your life with your thoughts. Like, your thoughts can transform your whole life. And how that works is like you decide. Like, it's so much power in making a decision. And so for me, that decision was, I want to help people. I want to help people with their stress. I want to help people with their anxiety, with their sadness, and help people in their relationship. And so then I got into Florida State University, go Seminoles. And when I was there, I was like, how can I get some like real life experience with couples? So I ended up doing this internship for a year at the Center for Marriage and Family Therapy. And that's when I was like, this is the path. The path is couples therapy. So that was, I think I was 18 then. Yeah, because I started college at 17 and then it was 18 when I took this class and I started this internship. So I've been working with couples. I was 19 and now I'm about 19 years. I've been working with couples for about 19 years. And since then, I've gone on and I got my master's degree in counseling. I got my PhD in counseling psychology, and now I'm a psychologist. It was a long time coming, y'all. I gotta tell y'all that. It definitely was a long time coming. It was some moments there when I was like, I don't know if this gonna happen. You know, definitely some setbacks between first not getting into a program and having to apply again. And that's the thing about life, is that like sometimes you're going to go through obstacles where it's like something that you want to happen. Maybe it's a job or career or something that you want to happen in your relationship, and maybe it's roadblocks, it's obstacles. But I think the people who are successful in life, they stay committed when the obstacle comes. And for other people, they give up when obstacle comes. They say, oh, wait, I'm dealing with this problem with you in my relationship, I'm out of here. Or they say, oh, I didn't get into the job that I applied for, maybe this isn't the path for me. And so, but people who are committed, the obstacle is like just something you have to overcome. It's not something that's going to stop a driven person. So then fast forward, I was in my program at Howard and I didn't get an internship site. So for people who are becoming a psychologist, you have to do 1 year working under a licensed psychologist for basically pennies. You work for pennies for a lot of years in becoming a therapist. So here I am, I'm like at the end of my PhD program, and I'm like, yes, finally it's here, I can do this work. And I don't get placed for an internship site. So not getting placed for an internship site, it meant I had to wait a whole nother year in college, paying tuition, and not getting into a site. So then I applied again the next year, and y'all, it was like the best placement for me. I was at FIU University. I was doing their counseling couples in their college counseling center, and it was the best training experience I have ever had. And I've done a lot of internships, but that was the best one. And so why do I say this to you? I say this to you because sometimes you may be looking for something and maybe you don't get it the first time. Like maybe in your marriage, like you are looking to grow in your marriage and y'all are having the same conflict over and over again, and you start to question, like, is it even worth it? I'm so tired of living like roommates. I'm so tired of fussing and fighting. Is it even worth it? Maybe that's where you are right now in your life. And if you are, I just want to encourage you by saying that commitment matters. Staying committed to something bigger than you matters. And that's what marriage is all about, because sometimes you're not going to feel like it. Sometimes you are not going to feel like being married. Sometimes you are not going to be happy in your relationship. And that's where the commitment kicks in, because commitment this is beyond my feelings today, right? Just like I was, like when I didn't get my internship placement, I was like, it was game time. It was like, are you going to let this stop you? You have a purpose, you have a mission to help heal couples. Are you going to let not getting a placement stop you? And the decision was no. It was heck no. Heck no. I'm going to apply again and again and again and again until I get to a place where I can help heal my people, right? And so what I love the most about being a couples therapist is the opportunity to be able to see a person in their darkest hour. People share with me things that they've never shared with anyone, that they're afraid to even talk about, that they're ashamed of, that they feel so much guilt around. And so to be able to hold their hand in the most vulnerable moment of their life and walk them through a path of healing, that's why I do it. That's what I do. What I do is because it allows for me to be able to see someone's life transform. And working with couples, it's not just about the couple's life, but it's about the lives of their children, because their children are watching them and making a decision about how they'll choose a partner based on the example. It's a lot of pressure for parents. Like, children don't come with manuals. It's a lot of pressure for parents to get it right. And so for me, being able to help couples communicate more effectively, have better intimacy, rebuild trust, seeing couples walk through the path and learn new strategies on how they can experience a healing, a real transformational healing in their marriage. That's why I do what I do. And then the bonus to being a couples therapist is that I get to hold space in my heart for their pain. I get to see my community change. Because when you look at communities where of people who are married, they have better academic outcomes. The children have better academic outcomes when their parents are in a healthy marriage. The neighborhoods of communities with married people have less crime. And then not even to mention the financial impact. There is a positive financial impact of when someone is married. It's so many benefits of being married. So many benefits. Men live longer. When we look at studies of men who are married in comparison to men who are single, they live longer because they have someone checking in on them. Like, boo, did you go to the doctor? You had that cough for 2 days. Let me book you an appointment. Okay, what did the doctor say? Did you take your medicine? Like, those sort of things of having someone in your life that is supporting you, that wants you to be okay. Like, that's the benefit of marriage. When you're sick, you're not sick alone, but you have someone that is there with you in your sickness. Like, that's the benefit of marriage. So my reasons for being a couples therapist is because I want to see my community heal. Hey Sarisa, how are you, love? The divorce rate is the highest in the Black community. Like, I wrote a book, Marital Peace, and I did a study, my dissertation, and it was about marital satisfaction in the Black community. And we have the highest divorce rate than any other ethnic group and the lowest marriage rate. So we don't get married at the same rate as other ethnic groups. And so when deciding on a career path, I knew that couples therapy would have the biggest impact on my community, because other people look to you, right? Like when you are married, you are an example to the other people in your family of what healing looks like, what resolving conflict looks like, of just how to do this thing, right? And so while the marriage in some ways is about you and your spouse, but it's also about being an example to your family of love, of forgiveness, of pushing through difficult times, of knowing that even when it rains, you know the sun is gonna come out. I think we have to be that way in our marriage. Of there are times when it's raining, and just like you don't question will the sun ever come out again, we got to hold that same view on marriage. Of it may be raining, we may have just got into a fight, we may have had numerous of arguments, but my commitment to you is that I'm gonna stay with you until the sun comes out again on our relationship. And sometimes you need support with that, right? Like, just like we go to the cardiologist when we have a heart problem, just like we see a doctor when we have diabetes, we have to be that same way about our mental health. And I saw my therapist today, and my therapist is amazing. Therapists need therapists. And it was just such a beautiful thing to be able to have someone hold space for what you're going through, and to be able to talk through things and get strategies on how to just manage this thing called life. I think everybody should see a therapist. So I just wanted to share with you guys a few of my thoughts on being a couples therapist, and just also share the reason why I do what I do. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the thumbs up. I hope you guys have an amazing, blessed rest of the day. And if you want to connect with me, go to AtlantaCoupleTherapy.com. Bye for now.